In this video, I'll be talking to you about the power of forgiveness. Now, forgiveness is something that can absolutely liberate you, can free you, can release a lot of pent-up energy that you've been holding. Bitterness, resentment, lack of trust. So much of this rests on some of the impacts that we've had when we were younger, many years ago in the past. And we still, to this day, hold the charge of these events, and it's imprisoning you, it's trapping you. And I want to teach you something very, very powerful, a technique to release this forever and to move on with your life. Human beings are kind of neurotic. We've kind of disconnected from some of our natural emotional instincts. We harbor, we don't release, we resent, we don't forgive. It's something that doesn't come very naturally to us often because we have these ideals of what we believe should be. Ideals such as justice, ideals such as just the truth, just what is, and because we are very intellectual, this interferes with our process. If you were a gazelle and you were out in the African savannah and you get viciously attacked by a lion. Now, if you've ever seen a video, a documentary about what happens to the gazelles who actually get away, the ones who are released from the lion's grip, what do? They'll be shocked. They'll be in a state of shock for a moment. They don't move. They're like, I'm going to die. But when they realize that they're not going to die, their instinct is to shake it off. They reset themselves. They don't hold on to it. And then they move on. They're a happy little gazelle. They're bouncing around through the savannah, just like nothing happened at all. What do humans do when a shocking event happens to us? We don't let ourselves feel it. I'm in denial. This didn't happen. It's okay. I'm just going to ignore this. That's one type of person. That's one type of reaction. And so you don't let yourself feel it. You don't let yourself get connected to it. You instead try to hide it from yourself. Another type of person might instead have a huge emotional reaction. They get very bitter, they get very jaded, and they hold on to it. And it's like taking a wound. And what they do is they slap some duct tape on that and they keep pressing forward. They're a very strong character. Usually you can feel them when they walk in the room. They're a very strong presence. They like to push forward. They like to be very tough. They're carrying a wound the rest of their life. They think that's justice. It's not, because they are carrying the wound. That's not just. What we want to do is find a nice middle ground between these two things. Let yourself feel an appropriate emotional reaction and then shake it off. Let it go. You don't forget and you don't approve of what happened. But you don't have to carry it forever. You carry it when you deny these things, when you suppress, when you don't let yourself emotionally feel these things. It's actually being felt in you the whole time. You've just put it into the unconscious so you don't have to deal with that mentally, but you're still feeling it. It basically, over time, it festers in you. It takes up your energy. It starts to send signals into your mind and it starts to shape how you see reality. And before long, your reality has been completely shaped by this traumatic event without you even consciously realizing what's happening. And so your worldview gets narrower. Now you only see the world through this lens when you naturally would be seeing it through this lens. I urge you to let yourself feel the emotions which are appropriate for what happened. To do this, you need a safe space. You need a place to feel grounded in yourself and allow yourself to actually go back to it and let yourself feel an appropriate emotional response. Maybe you should be very angry. Maybe you should be very sad. Maybe you should be very disappointed. I know these are uncomfortable emotions to feel. but you should feel them. It's appropriate. It's honest. It's real. When you finally release these emotions, when you finally feel these things, then you can start to actually release it and forgive. It's not until you feel them that you can. For the other type of person who has this bitterness, this jadedness, this is the only reality. So how can I look at this from another angle? Well, here's an angle for you to look at. Is it appropriate for you to be wounded forever? Is that just? Is that fair? When you really get down to it, fair and just is you heal. What happens to your body if you get a wound, like you get stabbed through the arm? Okay, you've been stabbed through the arm. What does the body do? The body knows, seal it, start to heal it. And yeah, there may be some scar tissue left at the end of the day, but your body knows it needs to heal it. It needs to close this. It needs to release all the toxins and poisons and clean out the wound. This is what we're talking about here. This is what you should be doing. But on an emotional level, humans are kind of neurotic. We kind of barely function, so we don't really get this. It's time to close the wound. It's time to heal this by forgiving, saying, okay, they made a huge mistake. Maybe it was malevolent. Maybe it was deliberate. Maybe they tried to hurt me. But you can still forgive them. Understand that that is where they were at the time. It's not necessarily where they're at now. They may be a completely different person at this point, and you're holding the image of how they used to be. People make mistakes. People do things in the heat of the moment. People are flawed. We all are. If you've never made a mistake in your life, if you've never hurt anyone ever, if you've never stuffed up, then maybe it's going to be very difficult for you because you'll feel that, I can be justified in holding this because this is the standard, perfection. And anything less than perfection, can't be tolerated and it can hold the resentment forever. But you've made mistakes. Everyone has. If you release these pain points, it opens up a door. It opens up energy. It opens up possibilities. You can start to expand your viewpoints of the world again. You can start to trust, connect, love. And that's what we really want to do. We don't want to be carrying burdens for the rest of our lives, do we? So take the time. If you need to do some breathing, it really can help quite a lot. And this powerful technique here, I'm going to show you now. Take 5 deep, long breaths. And with each breath, I want you to go deeper and I want you to connect to the memory, to the emotion, to the reality of what was. On the 5th breath, hold it. Hold the image very deeply. Hold the emotional reactions and allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to be in the presence of it. And then when you're ready, speak to it. I forgive you. I hope you heal. I hope you grow. I release you. Say that as many times as you need to. Repeat. I forgive you. I release you. I hope you heal. I hope you grow. I'm no longer carrying this. Repeat this mantra until you've released it. Do it for you. Don't do it for them. What you carry inside of you won't affect them. It only affects you. Repeat the mantra over and over until you've allowed yourself to break through, allowed yourself to get into the core of this, and you actually release it. Now, I'm very happy to bring this to a lot of you because so many of you have been shackled, prisoners. It's time for you to be free. It's time for you to start to do some of these practices which give you your freedom. Thank you for watching. Brian Jackson Saw. I am a shadow coach, and I'll be doing these videos daily to bring you more insights to help you to be free, to help you to be whole, and for you to thrive. See you next time.